That morning I felt incredibly close to the universe, but also extraordinarily alone. I'm not even sure what that sensation was, really, I only know that there was a lot of it. In that instant, I felt as continuous with the universe as a wave is incessant with the ocean. And then, for a moment, everything stopped. The ocean's pulse ceased, and unexpectedly, I found myself at peace with a deep love for this eternal state of becoming. And then the waves fell, withdrew, and fell again, temptingly reaching across the seemingly endless sand. I wrote that at the end of my senior year during my last few weeks as a high school student. It is still pretty applicable to the way I'm feeling now during my last few weeks as a college sophomore. I thought this film was going to be about me having to leave home again. I was going to make a montage with videos of my friends and I laughing and dancing, and then go on and on about how I'm going to miss them, but that the past 2 years have shaped my life and that my year abroad will continue to do so. But you already knew that. I think this film is more about change and how uncertain I feel about how everything is temporary and how everything is always in flux. It's not that I'm scared of change itself. I'm just uneasy about how fast change operates. I'm in a rapid and constant state of becoming, and I feel powerless against it. From one moment to the next, I can't recognize myself in the mirror anymore. I worry because sometimes my reflection does not reflect who I am. I'm not talking about changes to my physical body because that's a change I'm prepared for, but rather changes to my environment and situation that challenge my existing paradigm are what really worry me. I feel like life is moving past me so quickly that when I look in the mirror, it's a different person living a different life staring back at me. The term hypernormalization refers to how governments and people in power have given up on the real world and instead built a simple fake world where they maintain a deception of a functioning society. Over time, this fakeness has become so hypernormalized that it has been accepted by everyone as being real. Well, maybe my endless state of becoming has been so drastic, yet so hypernormalized, that I've never really accepted it to be a reality. My uncertainty with change stems from the idea that I have yet to come to terms with the fact that time moves extraordinarily fast, and my life now is not the life I lived years ago, and it is not the life I will live years from now. I have built myself an unrealistic universe in which time is on my side, and I have lived there for so long that I have deceived myself into thinking it was real. But for these 6 minutes and however many seconds, I was able to slow everything down enough, and I was able to see the truth. In A Thousand Plateaus by Gilles Deleuze and Felix Guattari, a state of endless becoming is correlated to a body without organs. A body without organs is not weighed down by its physicality and allows for fluid movement, like a wave rising and falling. They live on a map where there is no beginning or end and where they can live everywhere and anywhere. When I think of a body without organs, I think of smoothness, smoothness of thought, smoothness of identity. The endless state of becoming is smooth and continuous in a body without organs. A rhizome, as Deleuze and Guattari describe, organizes itself in an unorganized network that experiments with connections between words, things, power, and places. It's always in the middle, between things, building endless connections. My eternal state of becoming is a rhizome. There are no start points and end points when it comes to self-change, just endless dots that need to be connected. My evolution is like the growth of grass or of a weed that grows without thought or direction, a smooth and continuous growth, unlike a tree that has roots and a trunk and branches, a start and a finish, a linear, organized growth. I guess I should be a body without organs. I should stop focusing on the weight behind each seemingly sudden change in my life. I should stop retreating into a damaging and oversimplified version of what is really happening and escape the hypernormalization. There's no point in resisting the rhizome that is change because there's no way of stopping the ocean's smooth and continuous pulse. I guess I should embrace the fast pace of life because if I look at it through Deleuze and Guattari's eyes, the happiness and the satisfaction that I feel at this moment have been brought to me through the uncertain and unorganized interconnections I have experienced throughout my life. Every uncertainty I have felt about the next step has eventually led me to where I am. I can't pinpoint an exact moment in time where I started to feel the sensation I wrote about 2 years ago, because there is no beginning or end to that sensation. The sensation will smoothly come in and out of my life endlessly and eternally, and for now I find myself at peace with knowing this.